What do you want, traders? Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome to episode 2 of the gold case study. Last we left off on gold, we were around this area right over here, retesting this level. And you can see the prediction was correct. We can see gold push the upside. Now, this liquidity was taken out. So after the liquidity was taken out, you could have expected sells. But again, because of how bullish we are on the higher time frames, I'm still looking for buys. All right, now sells were definitely valid up here after liquidity was taken. You can see there was a huge push to the downside, or not a huge push, but a decent push to the downside, which you could have caught something out of the 110 pips that pushed to the downside. But ultimately, again, I'm still looking for price to push the upside. You can see we're right now at a stalemate. We're stuck at this 2020, I guess you could say 2023 level. So we've tapped into this 1, 2, 3 times, 3 different times. All right, you've got many wicks to it, about 4, 5, 6 wicks to it. But we've tapped into this level about 3 times. Now you can expect potentially a big push from here at some point. I'm hoping it's tomorrow, which is Friday. And yeah, we'll just see. We will see what's gonna happen. Right now, I'm currently in buys, got my A+ setup, and looking good so far. And whether this wins or loses, it is all good with me. It's all good with my plan. I can see I took a couple of trades. This trade right here literally was 1 pip away from my TP. Came back, stopped me out at break even. Lost this one, won this one. Beautiful setup. I thought this was gonna be the push that we needed to continue pushing up. I'm expecting at least a retest of 2036, but you can see I'm in this right now. I lost this one as well, and I'm in this one right now. So I'm expecting Asian has been holding up very well. Asian session has been holding up very well for gold. So I'm just waiting, and we will see what happens next. I'm expecting price. As you can see, there's a lot of liquidity being taken out to the downside. So I'm expecting a final push to the upside because we've taken out a lot of liquidity to the downside. So we'll see what happens. I'll continue to update you guys. I am back, guys, and as you guys might be able to see right now, I got stopped out of the trade right before price pushed to the upside, exactly where we were expecting it, the 2036 level. It's all good. It was a great anticipation, good direction call. It's just the entry wasn't the best. Now this was an A+ setup. It's just that price wanted to take out more liquidity before pushing to the upside. And you can see that happen. That's exactly what they achieved. They took out liquidity, which in this case, I was the liquidity, and they pushed it to the upside right after they took it out. So where could we have gotten in over here? I went back and reviewed this, and none of my setups appeared over here anywhere. So it was just, a liquidity grab. It is what it is. We will continue to look forward, and or just learn from this. There's nothing you can do about this, to be honest. You just learn from it, learn to anticipate it, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So we'll see where price wants to go next. So if we look at the weekly time frame, gold usually gives one big push during the weekend. Friday, the big push happened. All the trades I took in between were small, intraday pushes that were very clean. But the one big push that you need for the week is usually towards the end of the week, in my opinion, at least from my experience. So in this case, this one push on Friday, this happened around between 9 and 11, somewhere around there. But what can we expect on gold? The daily seems to still be bearish until we break above here. We need a candle close above here for the daily to be considered bullish. Now, what can we anticipate? If we want to look for shorts, the last lower high is all the way down here. If we want to look for shorts, this would have to be broken. This lower high would have to be broken. All right. Unless we create some kind of new structure high, then that would mean this lower high would have to be broken for price to go bearish. Right now, the daily is bearish. The weekly is bullish. All right, just pure bullishness. The monthly is definitely bullish. You can see it pushed to the downside and rejected off of that hard. So we're still looking for buys. Still looking for buys on gold. Where can we expect gold to buy from? Well, a couple areas. You can probably look at this area to buy from, or you can anticipate this area over here to buy from. one of those areas are going to be a clean levels to buy gold from. So that's what we're going to be looking for this coming week. We're going to be looking for buys either from here or from here. So let's go ahead and we can forecast something like this or something like this. So one of those two levels is where we can expect buys from the next week. But again, don't get it twisted. This 2036 level is a monthly level, but because of how bullish the monthly and weekly are, I'm still anticipating buys on gold, even though we're at a monthly level of resistance. So we'll see what happens in the coming week. And I think this is the last week. Let's take a look. I think NFP might be Friday. Yeah, Friday is the first. I think there's NFP on Friday. Friday is the first Thursday, the 29th. Leap year. So a lot is going to happen. A lot might happen this week, this up and coming week, because it's going to be the monthly candle close. So we can expect potentially something crazy to happen. All right, on gold. We can expect probably some kind of wick either to the downside or the upside. So far, it looks like it's to the downside, but it could easily shift. We know how gold is, especially. It can easily shift. So again, anticipating buys from here or here. And that is it for case study episode 2. I will see you guys in the next one.